Hi and hello, Rays fans, and welcome to this presentation of Rays Baseball. Today we have the second of a three-game set against the New York Yankees, of course the Tampa Bay Rays, losing Game 1 by a score of 6-5, blew a 5-1 lead that they gained in the bottom of the fifth inning. On the bump today for the Rays is the number 5 starter Ryan Yarbrough. In 28 games pitched last season, he had an 11-6 record with a 4.13 ERA. The Yankees lineup he'll be facing today is a little different from what we saw yesterday. Batting first, the third baseman Gio Urshela. Batting second, the shortstop Thairo Estrada. Batting third, second baseman DJ LeMahieu. Batting cleanup, the right fielder Aaron Judge. Batting fifth, the designated hitter Gleyber Torres. Batting sixth, the left fielder Giancarlo Stanton. Batting seventh, the first baseman Luke Voit, as that first pitch from Yarbrough swung on and backhanded by Choi, and he will retire the leadoff man Urshela. Batting eighth, the center fielder Aaron Hicks, and batting ninth, the catcher Kyle Higashioka. Coming up to the plate next, the shortstop Thairo Estrada. No plate appearances for him this year. The first pitch to Estrada is taken inside for a ball. The Rays, of course, 1-3 early on in the season. They're in 5th place in the American League East, 1.5 games back of the leader. The 1-0 pitch to Estrada swung on and missed. The home plate umpire calling the balls and strikes, of course. The 1-1 to Estrada. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Of course, seeing Ryan Yarbrough, the pitcher, for the first time this season. Had a good year last season, his rookie year in 2018, in 38 games pitched, 16-6 with a 3.91 ERA. That pitch is grounded along the first base line. The count will stay 1-2. Of course, in his rookie season, Ryan Yarbrough being utilized more out of the bullpen behind the opener. Last season, allowed to start outright in more games. The 1-2 to Estrada swung on and missed. And Yarbrough picks up his first strikeout of the day against Thairo Estrada. Coming up to the plate now for the New York Yankees, the second baseman DJ LeMahieu. Batting .467 on the season. Went 1 for 4 yesterday. That first pitch taken outside for a ball. Of course, DJ LeMahieu having an AL MVP caliber season last year when he was acquired in a trade from the Colorado Rockies. That first pitch in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike the count now. To the second baseman LeMahieu, the pitch. Swung on and missed on a fastball high in the zone. The DJ LeMahieu missing on that one. Count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ryan Yarbrough 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. The 1-2 to LeMahieu. Fouled away. Count will stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 10 pitches in this opening inning to this point. For the starter, Yarbrough, one of the 2 lefties in this staff, the 1-2 pitch is jammed up right to the first baseman, Choi, and he will retire the side. 1-2-3 for Ryan Yarbrough in the first as we head to the bottom of the first inning. On the mound for the New York Yankees, the starting pitcher Jordan Montgomery only started 2 games last season with an 0-0 record. No decisions for him and a 6.75 ERA. Did not pitch much in the 2018 season either, with only 6 games pitched. The Tampa Bay Rays lineup he will be facing, leading off in right field, Austin Meadows. In batting second, the second baseman Brandon Lau. Batting third, the third baseman Daniel Robertson. Batting fourth, the left fielder Hunter Renfroe. Batting fifth, the first baseman Ji-Man Choi. Batting sixth, the shortstop Willie Adames, as that pitch is fouled away down the first base line. Batting seventh, the center fielder Manuel Margot. Batting eighth, the designated hitter Jose Martinez. And batting ninth, the catcher Chris Herman. Austin Meadows batting .250 so far this season. The first pitch to him. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Of course, the New York Yankees 2-2 after the win yesterday. They're only a half game back of first place in the American League East, tied for second place. The 0-2 to Meadows. Taken outside for a ball. A good take there for the leadoff man Meadows. Meadows mainly used as the leadoff man so far in this season. The 1-2 to him, swung on and missed, and Jordan Montgomery picks up his first strikeout of the day. Batting next for the Tampa Bay Rays, the second baseman Brandon Lowe. Batting .200 this season, of course, with 3 home runs. Had a monster shot yesterday that gave the Rays a 3-1 lead. The first pitch to Lowe. Swung on and chopped right to the pitcher Montgomery. The throw to first is good to Voit to retire Lowe. And the Tampa Bay Rays have 2 gone now in the bottom of the first inning. Batting third is the third baseman Daniel Robertson, batting .250 on the season in his debut, going 1 for 4 yesterday, playing third base as well. First pitch to Robertson is taken low for a ball. A little bit of a different lineup here for the Rays today, mixing it up a little bit. Also with the debuts of Manuel Margot, Chris Herman, and Jose Martinez playing a full game today for the first time. Of course, pinch hitted in the bottom of the 9th inning in yesterday's game against Aroldis Chapman, struck out on 3 pitches. He's in a designated hitter spot today. The 1-1 to Robertson, taken just outside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. The count now to Robertson. Montgomery looking to go 1-2-3. The 2-1 to Robertson, taken inside for a strike, and he's 1 strike away from getting out of this inning clean. 1 strikeout. No hits allowed to this point for him. The 2-2 to Robertson. Swung on and driven, but right to the right fielder Judge, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 goes the Rays' top of the order as we head to the top of the second inning. Leading off for the New York Yankees in the top of the second inning, the cleanup man, the right fielder Aaron Judge, batting .125 on the season, going 1 for 4 yesterday, with a home run off of Yonny Chirinos to give the Yankees a 1-0 lead early in yesterday's game. That first pitch put into play, that's a base hit, charged by the right fielder Meadows, but it will be a leadoff single for the cleanup man Judge to get things going. The first hit of the day for the New York Yankees. Batting next, the designated hitter Gleyber Torres. First pitch to him is also put into play. Diving play by Willie Adames, flipped over to second, and the throw to first to erase the leadoff single. The double play there to put away Gleyber Torres and Aaron Judge. There's 2 gone now for the Yankees. That's a 6-4-3 double play. Very nice play defensively there for Willie Adames, the diving stop on that grounder right up the middle by Gleyber Torres. Batting next with the bases empty, 2 gone, the left fielder Giancarlo Stanton, batting .143 on the season, 0 for 4 yesterday, with a couple of strikeouts. That first pitch in there for a strike. Ryan Yarbrough erasing his first hit allowed of the day by that double play. 2 gone now. That pitch fouled away. Ryan Yarbrough now a strike away from getting out of the inning. He's faced the minimum amount of batters still to this point due to that double play. Only 15 pitches for him. The 0-2 to Stanton. Fouled away down the first baseline. We'll do it again. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone, no men on for the New York Yankees. The 0-2 to Stanton is on its way. And Stanton just checks his swing on a pitch high and inside. First ball of the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count to Stanton. Fouled away. We'll do it again at 1-2. This at-bat getting to be a little lengthy with a few foul balls to this point by Stanton. The 1-2 pitch now. Swung on and missed. Ryan Yarbrough gets out of the inning with a double play and a strikeout of Giancarlo Stanton as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Batting first in the bottom of the second inning, the cleanup man Hunter Renfroe. He's batting .333 on the season. Had a couple doubles yesterday, 3 on the season for him. No home runs yet, but he is used to batting for extra bases, at least early on in this season. The first pitch to him is taken inside for a ball. Off to a pretty decent start in this season. Of course, being in the cleanup spot for the first few games for the Rays. The 1-0 pitch to Renfroe. Taken in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike the count to Renfroe now. The Rays going down in order 1-2-3 in the first inning. Rays looking to get their first base runner and hit of the game. The 1-1 to Renfroe is taken outside for a ball. Decent start. His first of the year for Jordan Montgomery, the starter for the Yankees. Of course, not much action the past couple of seasons. Looking to change that if he can stay healthy this season. The 2-1 to Renfroe. Swung on and chopped away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count now to Renfroe. Montgomery working a little quicker now. The 2-2 to Renfroe. Swung on and driven. That one will go all the way. And that one is over the fence to give the Rays an early lead. They take a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second inning on that solo shot by Hunter Renfroe. His first of the season. And the Rays get things led off here with a home run. Just as we mentioned, Hunter Renfroe looking for his first home run of the year. Sees a pitch that he likes on a 2-2 count from Montgomery. Sends it into the left field seats. And gives the Rays a lead early in this one against the Yankees. Ji-Man Choi will bat next. He's batting .231 on the season. Has played an excellent first base defensively, as that pitch is fouled along the left field line. Rays taking the early lead now. After that home run by Renfroe, the 0-1 to Choi. Swung on and missed. Strike 2 now. No balls, 2 strikes, the count to the first baseman Choi. The pitch from Montgomery is on its way. Swung on and missed. A changeup outside of the zone, and that will get Choi to strike out. Second strikeout of the day for Jordan Montgomery, and that'll be out number 1 for the Rays here in the second. Willy Adames, the shortstop, will bat next, batting only .133 on the season. But again, like Choi, has been excellent defensively as he takes that first pitch for a strike. 0-1, the count now to Willy Adames. The 0-1 to Willy is taken inside for a ball. Got away from the catcher there, Kyle Higashioka. Starting his first game of the season for the Yankees in place of the catcher Gary Sanchez. 1-1 pitch fouled away there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count to the shortstop Adames. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and chopped away down the right field line. We'll do the 1-2 count once again after that foul ball by the shortstop. The 1-2 on its way. Swung on and fouled once again. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. 23 pitched to this point by the pitcher Jordan Montgomery. The 1-2 to Adames. Swung on and driven, and Montgomery got Willy Adames to swing and miss on that changeup. Third strikeout of the day for Montgomery. And with 2 gone, and the bottom of the second inning, in his first plate appearance of the season for the Rays, center fielder Manuel Margot, as he swings and misses at that first pitch down the middle. About a .234 with 12 home runs, 37 RBIs last season for the San Diego Padres. Was acquired in a trade that sent relief pitcher Emilio Pagan to San Diego. The 0-1 now to Margot. Taken low and inside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rays looking to add some outfield depth after the loss of Avisail Garcia and Guillermo Heredia. The 1-1 swung on and put into play. Charged by the left fielder Stanton. And he will catch that one to retire the side. Rays pick up their first lead of the game on a solo leadoff home run by Hunter Renfroe. In the bottom of the second, we head to the top of the third next. Leading off the top of the third inning for the New York Yankees, the first baseman, Luke Voit. He's got a 4-game hitting streak going to this point. He's batting .375 early on in this season. Went 3 for 4 against the Rays yesterday. Gave them quite a bit of trouble. The first pitch now to Voit. Taken for a strike there. As you see the defensive alignment in this at-bat, the shift against Voit. Looking to maybe stymie him after they had no success doing so yesterday. The 0-1 to Voit. He's going to take that one outside for a ball. Able to lay off of that one. The 1-1 to Voit from Yarbrough. Just outside for a ball. 2 balls. 1 strike the count. Yarbrough working quickly against the right-handed Voit. The 2-1 to him now. And able to lay off of that one. Checked his swing once again as he takes that one inside for a ball. The 3-1 pitch at this point to Voit is taken low for a ball, so Voit will walk. A leadoff walk issued by Ryan Yarbrough, his first of the game, and that will give the New York Yankees their second base runner of the game. So Luke Voit taking his base, as he's done so often so far in this series. Batting next, the center fielder Aaron Hicks. In his first at-bat of the season, the 0-0 to him is taken for a strike. Aaron Hicks, a guy that was dealing with an elbow issue, foregoed the Tommy John surgery so he could play through the season and into the postseason, as they would end up losing to the Houston Astros in 7 games in the American League Championship Series. The 1-1 to Hicks. Swung on and put into play, chased by the left fielder, and that will get down for a base hit. Voit moves over to second base, and the Yankees have 2 on with no outs. Their first threat of the day in the top of the 3rd inning. That'll be a base hit for Hicks. And with 2 on and no outs, the 9-hole hitter, the catcher, Kyle Higashioka, his first at-bat of the season. That pitch taken outside for ball. 1-0 the count now. Giving Gary Sanchez the day off for the Yankees. The 1-0 to Higashioka. Taken low for ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Ryan Yarbrough getting into a little bit of trouble. He's already walked a man so far in this inning in the leadoff guy, Voit. He's got a man in scoring position, the tying run, in fact. They have the leading runner on the base path. The 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike. Higashioka just takes that one. Looked like a slider that caught the middle part of the plate there. 2 balls, 1 strike, now the count. To the 9-hole hitter. That pitch fouled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yarbrough would love to put Higashioka away on a strikeout. A double play would be even better, in fact. The 2-2 pitch now. Fouled away down the first base line. Daniel Robertson was right there at the third base back either way. We'll do the 2-2 pitch once again. It's on its way. Taken low for a ball. The count goes full now. With Gio Urshela on deck, the leadoff man, in fact, as the Yankees will go back to the top of their order now. The payoff pitch to Higashioka on its way. Swung on a chop, charged by the second baseman. Throw to Adames, and the throw to first is good. They get 2 outs there in that double play. Luke Voit moves over to third base, but there's 2 gone for New York in the top of the 3rd. That double play goes 4-6-3 for the catcher Higashioka. The second double play grounded into by the New York Yankees early on in this one. The leadoff man Gio Urshela will bat now with 2 gone. The tying run 90 feet away. The 35th pitch for Yarbrough is taken inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes the count. To the third baseman Urshela. The 1-0 pitch now. In there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gio Urshela lined out to Choi in his first at-bat. The 1-1 to Urshela. Swung on and missed, and a pitch well inside. Ryan Yarbrough now 1 strike away from getting out of this inning and erasing the threat. Of course, the New York Yankees put on the first 2 base runners with no man out. A double play erased that. The 1-2 to Urshela. Taken outside for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count even now. Yarbrough still 1 strike away 38 pitches now through 2 2/3 innings. The 2-2 to Urshela. Popped up but charged by the right fielder Meadows, and he will easily catch that to retire the side. The Rays allow a couple base runners, and they put the Yankees away. No runs allowed.
And leading off for the Rays, the designated hitter, Jose.
Leading things off for the Rays in the bottom of the 3rd inning is the designated hitter, Jose Martinez. In his first at-bat of the season yesterday against the closer Chapman, as that pitch is charged by the 3rd baseman. The throw to first is in time to retire Martinez on the first pitch that he sees. Martinez now 0 for 2 for the Rays. That grounded out to the 3rd baseman, Gio Urshela. And to face Jordan Montgomery now, the 9-spot hitter, the catcher, Chris Herman. In his Rays debut, he was called up to the bigs yesterday to replace the injured Zunino. Now a couple lefty catchers, Herman and Michael Perez now, to take things over for the Rays. Mike Zunino looks like he'll be out at least 2 to 3 months with a torn finger ligament that he suffered on a double. Early on in yesterday's game, he was pinch ran for by Michael Perez, who replaced him at catcher. Perez would later get a base hit. The 1-1 to Herman. Taken low for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. 1 gone, no man on. Jose Martinez ended the inning off with a 1-pitch at bat. A ground ball right to the 3rd baseman, Urshela. That pitch taken inside for a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike, as the Rays will go back to the top of the lineup. Meadows up next. Chris Herman batted .202. 1 home run, 8 RBIs last year with the Oakland Athletics. That pitch fouled away down the right field line. The count will go full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Chris Herman in his first at-bat of the season for the Rays. The payoff pitch on its way. Fouled away. We'll do it again at 3-2. Rays took the lead in the last inning on a solo home run by the cleanup man Renfroe. The payoff pitch to Herman swung on and missed. Jordan Montgomery picks up his 4th strikeout early on in this one as the Rays go back to the top of the lineup. The right fielder Austin Meadows will bat next. Struck out in his last bat against Montgomery. Another lefty on lefty for the pitcher. The 0-0 to Meadows, taken for a ball a bit high and inside. Only 1 hit for the Rays to this point. The Rays made it count, though, as Renfroe sent one into the left field seats. Rays would love to add on to that, though. That pitch taken in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 gone, no man on for the leadoff man, Meadows. Of course, Meadows off to a bit of a decent start, I suppose. 250 going into this one. The 1-1 to Meadows swung on and fouled away down the left field line. The 1-2 to Meadows now. Taken low and outside for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count even now. Montgomery working quickly against the leadoff man Meadows. The 2-2. High and inside. Count goes full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The slugger Brandon Lau is on deck. We'd love to see the Rays make a bit of a 2-run rally here in the bottom of the 3rd. The payoff pitch to Meadows. And Meadows will check his swing on a ball well outside, and he'll take his base. It's a 2-out walk issued by Jordan Montgomery, his first walk issued of the game. The second baseman, Brandon Lau, will come up to the plate with a man on. Of course, Brandon Lau with 3 home runs early on in this season, including home runs in the Rays' last 2 games. I'd love to see a blast here by Lau. That would extend the Rays' run to 3. The 0-0 pitch to Lau, taken outside for a ball. Montgomery looks like he might be pitching around Lau here. He did get Lau to ground out to the pitcher in his first at-bat. It's a 1-0 Rays lead here, the bottom of the 3rd. on a leadoff home run in the second inning by the cleanup man Renfroe. The 1-0 pitch to Lau, taken low for a ball, 2 balls, no strikes. Either Montgomery having some issues with the control or he's pitching around Lau. I would probably assume the latter, especially considering what Lau did to the Yankees yesterday. Sent a blast into the right field seats that erased a 1-0 deficit, gave the Rays a 3-1 lead. Of course, they would add a couple of runs later, a few innings later. Took a 5-1 lead, and that would all be erased. Gleyber Torres with a 2-run shot in the 8th inning to give the Yankees the lead back. It was a 6-5 win ultimately for the Yankees. Diego Castillo getting the loss in that one. That pitch is taken for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. To this point to Brandon Lau, the first series of the season against the Yankees. That pitch swung on and missed. So now Montgomery has the count evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 gone. Meadows on base after the walk. The 2-2 from Montgomery swung on and missed, so Brandon Lau will strike out to retire the side. The Rays get a man on, but leave him at first base as we head to the top of the 4th. Leading off for the Yankees in this 4th inning, the shortstop Thairo Estrada, 0 for 1 in this one after striking out against Yarbrough in his first at-bat. The 40th pitch on its way from Yarbrough is well inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, the count early on to the shortstop. The 1-0 pitch on its way, taken outside for a ball. Estrada taking an early lead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. The 3rd pitch to him from Yarbrough, taken low for a ball. 3 balls, no strikes to count now. DJ LeMahieu will bat next. The 3-0 to Estrada. And that pitch is just outside. That'll be a 4-pitch leadoff walk for the New York Yankees as they get the tying run once again on the base path. DJ LeMahieu, the second baseman, will bat next. He flew out to Ji-Man Choi, the first baseman, in his first at-bat against Yarbrough. The lefty-righty favoring the batter in this instance. The first pitch to LeMahieu taken low and away for a ball. That'll be 5 straight balls to lead off this inning for Yarbrough. Perhaps struggling with his control a little bit against the top of this Yankees lineup. With Aaron Judge coming up next, definitely not a place you want to be as that pitch is just inside for a strike. Crowd gets up on their feet. Still fairly early on in this game, but the Rays looking to cling on to this 1-0 advantage that they have given themselves on a solo home run, of course, by Hunter Renfroe. The throw back to first base, not in time, as Estrada will slide back into the bag. 1 ball, 1 strike remains the count to LeMahieu. The pitch on its way, and it's going to be a pitch out to Herman. Estrada did not go as he will run back to first base. That'll be a ball, though. 2 balls, 1 strike. The count to LeMahieu. 1 on, no out. Top of the 4th, a pitch. Popped up, chased by the left fielder Renfroe. He'll get over there easily to retire Estrada. To retire LeMahieu, excuse me. Estrada will stay at first base. And there's 1 gone in the top of the 4th. The cleanup man, the right fielder Aaron Judge, will bat next. Singled in his first at-bat. 1 on, 1 out for the Yankees, top of the 4th. The first pitch to Judge is low and inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, the count to the cleanup man, Judge. Of course, both teams with power-hitting cleanup guys. Corner outfielders, the Rays. And that is going to get down for a base hit just inside of the left field line as a throw from Renfroe is not in time. Estrada slides in to third base on the single there by Aaron Judge. And that will get the tying run for the Yankees just 90 feet away with only 1 gone. Of course, the sacrifice play could potentially be on with the designated hitter Gleyber Torres up next. That first pitch taken for a strike. So 2 for 2 for Aaron Judge, a couple of singles. Of course, Gleyber Torres grounded into a double play in his first at-bat. That pitch swung on and missed. The 0-2 to Torres. Fouled away. The 0-2 to Torres on its way. Taken low and inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count not to him. The bunt play most likely out in a 2-strike count. The 1-2 to Torres is taken inside for a ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Torres working his way back into this count. They got runners on the corners with 1 out. Down 1-0. The 2-2. Swung on a driven. That ball will be fair. Along the left field line, the throw from Renfroe will not be in time as Judge slides in to third base. That'll be an RBI single for Gleyber Torres as the Yankees keep runners on the corners at first and third as they tie it up. Giancarlo Stanton comes to the plate now. The first pitch to him. Taken low for a ball. So an RBI single by Gleyber Torres to tie things up. It's a 1-1 game in the top of the 4th. The Yankees with a threat here. They keep runners on the corners. The 1-0 to Stanton. He struck out in his first at-bat. Swung on and missed that time. Not able to lay off of that changeup. Giancarlo Stanton batting .667 with runners in scoring position early in this season. The 1-1 is way high for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Yarbrough struggling a little bit with control. Has allowed a couple of hits in this inning. His first earned run of the day. That pitch swung on and missed by Giancarlo Stanton. Only 2 strikeouts to this point for Yarbrough. 3 walks issued. The 2-2 to Stanton. Taken inside for a ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. With the Rays killer Luke Voit on deck. Wouldn't be surprised to see the Rays go to their bullpen early in this one. Hopefully Ryan Yarbrough can get out of this 4th clean. The 3-2. Fouled away. Count will remain full. We'll do another payoff pitch to the left fielder Stanton. Second payoff pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Ryan Yarbrough picks up his 3rd strikeout of the game. 2 gone for the Yankees now. Luke Voit will bat next. Walked in his first at-bat. The 0-0 to him is just taken low for a ball. 13 balls to only 11 strikes in this inning for Yarbrough. As we said, has struggled with control. The 1-0 to Voit is just in there for a strike. As Luke Voit takes that one. Count will go to 1 ball and 1 strike. Count even now at 1-1. Rays 1 out away from getting out of the inning. That pitch taken for a strike, and now Yarbrough has got himself 1 strike away from getting out of the jam. Of course, the runners on the corners. He gave up a run, but he can keep the game tied now if he can just get Voit out. The 1-2. Just outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Luke Voit not chasing at that one outside of the zone. Count even now at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. His 4th strikeout of the game. Ryan Yarbrough gives up a run, but that's going to be it as the game is all tied up now as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Leading things off for the Rays in the bottom of the 4th inning, the 3rd baseman Daniel Robertson will bat first. Lined out to right field in his first at-bat. 46 pitches through 3 innings at this point for the starter Montgomery, the number 5 starter for the Yankees, on the bump for the first time this season. That pitch is high and inside to Robertson, 1-0 the count. Rays take the lead in the 2nd inning on a home run by Renfroe. They give it up, though, as the Yankees with an RBI single by Gleyber Torres. He tied things up. The 1-1 to Robertson. That ball is just low. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Robertson, playing in his second game of the season, got his first start yesterday, playing third base once again in place of the hitless Yandy Diaz. The 2-1 to Robertson, taken outside. So Robertson working himself a good count here. He's up 3-1 in the count. Against the lefty Montgomery, the pitch. Driven, put into play. Gathered by the second baseman, and the throw will be in time to retire Robertson. So there's 1 gone now. The shortstop Tyro Estrada there to put away Robertson, as that will go 6-3 for those of you scoring at home. The cleanup man Hunter Renfroe will come to the plate with 1 gone, no man on. As we've mentioned, homered in his first at-bat of the game against Montgomery. We'd love to see him do it again. First pitch to Renfroe taken inside. 1-0 the count. Potentially Jordan Montgomery pitching around Renfroe. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Looked like a changeup maybe that got Renfroe to swing and miss high in the zone. Count even now at 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. Back to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. The 1-2 on its way. Taken outside for a ball. 2-2, the count is even once again. 1 gone, no man on, bottom of the 4th. The 2-2 to Renfroe. Fouled away down the right field line. We'll do it again at 2-2. Renfroe just looking to stay alive. He's working an at-bat at this point against Montgomery. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled away once again. We'll do it for a 3rd time at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Only 1 hit allowed for Montgomery to this point. It was to Renfroe. That pitch taken outside for a ball. 1 walk issued, 5 strikeouts. Montgomery being fairly efficient through 3 1/3 to this point. 58 pitches. The payoff pitch to Renfroe. Taken just high, so it'll be a 1-out walk for Renfroe. Bringing up the first baseman, Ji-Man Choi, who struck out in his first at-bat. Rays now get the leading runner on the base path, as he says a quick word to the first baseman, Luke Voigt. Ji-Man Choi, 214 on the season with an RBI. Believe that came yesterday on a double. Part of that rally that added on to the Rays' lead. They went from 3-1 to 5-1. Of course, they would end up relinquishing that lead. Lost 6-5 yesterday. In a painstaking game, the Rays looking to get their first win against the Yankees today. They're down 0-1 in the series. 1-0 the count to Choi, taken outside for a ball. Now Montgomery potentially, maybe not struggling with control, but the Rays hitter certainly laying off these pitches outside of the zone. Robertson getting himself into a 3-1 count before grounding out. The 2-0 to Choi. Fouled away, 2 balls, 1 strike. Now the count to Choi. The pitch from Montgomery is popped up to the center fielder, Hicks. And he will catch it easily to put away Choi. There's 2 gone. Renfroe will stay at first. Be a fly out to center for the first baseman, Choi. Shortstop Willie Adames will bat next. Struck out in his first at-bat against the starter Montgomery. There's 2 gone, 1 on. Situation for the Rays. This game got tied up in the top of this inning on an RBI single by Gleyber Torres. The 1-0 pitch to Adames is high. 2 balls, no strikes, the count now. Only 1 hit allowed for Montgomery to this point. That pitch taken high. So 3-0 the count early on now for Willie Adames, as he looks to get on base for the first time of the game. The 3-0 to Willie. Taken inside, so it's a 4-pitch walk. The second of the inning for Jordan Montgomery. And the Rays got the go-ahead run in scoring position for the center fielder, Manuel Margot. Manny Margot, as he's more affectionately known, flew out to center in his first at-bat. Looking to do something a little more with 2 gone now. A base hit you would think would score Renfroe. That first pitch grounded to the third baseman Urshela, sets, and the throw to first is in time to put away Margot. Montgomery walks a pair, but the Rays leave him stranded as the game is tied through 4. Leading things off, it will be the bottom of the lineup for New York. Aaron Hicks will bat first, singled in his first at-bat. Got his first hit of the year. The Rays already have the bullpen moving as fellow left-hander Brendan McKay is getting loose in the bullpen. Brendan McKay, a guy who can start and also come out of the bullpen, so maybe a bit of a questionable decision to have a lefty warming up, of course, with the Yankees. A heavy right-handed lineup. That pitch in there for a strike. But potentially needing bulk innings as Ryan Yarbrough is only through 4. His 70th pitch upcoming. He's got an 0-2 count to Hicks, though. Maybe have him put away the 8 and 9 hole hitter before making a change. The 0-2 to Hicks. Grounded to the shortstop. Adames makes a diving play. Throws from his knees. And the throw to first is in time to retire Hicks. Nice play defensively for Adames. His second diving play of the game. As the Yankees now have 1 gone in the 5th. The catcher Higashioka will bat next. Grounded into a 4-6-3 double play in his first at-bat. Won't be the case this time as the bases is empty with an out. That first pitch is driven along the third base line. It'll be a base hit as he'll stay at first. Throw quickly to allow at second to keep the catcher at first base as we return to the top of the lineup. Now a man on with 1 gone. The Rays bullpen is moving around. First pitch to the leadoff man Urshela. He's 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch fouled away. No balls, a strike. The count. To the third baseman, Urshela. Yankees mixing up the lineup a little bit. Of course, Urshela leading off and playing short yesterday. He's at third today. So that first pitch is taken outside for a ball. Taro Estrada playing shortstop in this one. The 1-1 is grounded to center. Picked up by Adames. Steps on the second base back. And the throw to first is in time. A double play to end things for the Yankees. They get a base runner, but that's going to be it as we're tied heading to the bottom of the 5th. Leading things off in the 5th inning, the designated hitter Jose Martinez. He's 0 for 1 in this one. First pitch to Martinez, driven right to the shortstop Estrada. The throw to first is in time. So Jose Martinez retired on the first pitch that he faced. That one goes 6-3. As Chris Herman, the catcher, comes out with the bases empty and 1 gone. Struck out in his first at-bat against the pitcher Montgomery. With the Rays bullpen warming, we think that may be it for Ryan Yarbrough. He's given up 5 hits, 4 strikeouts. 3 walks allowed through 5 innings of 1-run ball. The first pitch to Herman, taken low for a ball. Yankees have a man in their bullpen as well, Jay Happ. The lefty warming up on the mound in the bullpen on the left field line. Both bullpens warming up. Of course, something that you would expect with both 5 starters on the bump. Maybe a head to the bullpen a little early. The Yankees going through their eighth bullpen yesterday. Rays doing much of the same, as that pitch is fouled away. A hard hit ball by Herman, but it did not stay fair. Rays used up Diego Castillo, Jose Alvarado, Oliver Drake, coming in after Yonny Chirinos. Nick Anderson you would think would be ready to go, but as a closer, that would most likely only be if the Rays held the lead. It's tied at the bottom of the fifth. Of course, things to change as the Rays go back to the top of their lineup after Herman, as he will strike out for the second time of the day. And with 2 gone, the leadoff man Meadows will come to bat next. He's 0 for 1 himself in this game with a strikeout against Montgomery. That is the 6th strikeout of the day for the Yankees starter. Not a bad showing for him. Only 1 hit allowed still to this point. It was that second inning shot by Renfroe. No hits allowed after that. He's given up a few walks, but that's been it. Retired that threat a few innings ago. That first pitch in the zone for a strike. The 0-1 now to Meadows. Swung on and missed. So now Montgomery 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. It would be a 1-2-3 inning, as he got Martinez to ground to short. A strikeout of Herman. The 0-2 pitch now to Meadows. Swung on and missed. Montgomery will pick up his 7th strikeout of the day. 3 up, 3 down for the Rays in the bottom of the 5th inning. And the Rays do make the move to the bullpen. Brendan McKay will come on the mound first. Appeared in a game this season. A 5.4 ERA and 1.2 innings pitched. He's only allowed a 250 batting average to lefties, a 600 average to righties. And the righty Estrada will come to the plate first. He's 0 for 1 with a walk in his last at-bat. Struck out in his first. The first pitch from McKay is taken just in there for a strike. The Rays bullpen is active still. The righty Fairbanks, the lefty Poche. Maybe just for assurance, as the Yankees are at the top of their lineup, but McKay more of a bolt guy. Could give him at least, you would think, 2 innings potentially. They may just give him the 6th. That pitch high for a ball to Estrada. The 1-1 now. So Ryan Yarbrough, as he was done for the day, he gives up 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks allowed, and a run in his first start of the season. Not bad. It will be a no decision for him, though, as the game was tied 1-1 when he exited. Brendan McKay now the first man out of the pen for the Rays, as that 2-1 is fouled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count now. As that pitch is going to get into the gap for a base hit. It's a leadoff single for the Yankees. Estrada got a pitch he liked on a 2-2 count. And Brendan McKay surrenders a hit to the first batter he faces. The second baseman, LeMahieu, will bat next. First pitch to him is inside. Estrada picking up his first hit of the season. He's 1 for 2 today with a walk. DJ LeMahieu himself is 0 for 2. Lined out to left field in his last at bat, I should say. He's got a 2-0 count now against McKay. The pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. The count now to LeMahieu. McKay still looking to put out the first out of the 6th inning. The 2-1 pitch to LeMahieu. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count to this point to LeMahieu. McKay looking for his first strikeout of the day. And that one is grounded right to the second baseman, Lau. The throw to short is good. And the throw to first. The 3rd double play of the day for the Rays defense. And there is 2 gone for the Yankees. Erases the leadoff single by Tyler Estrada, and now Aaron Judge will bat with 2 gone and the base is empty. That was a 4-6-3 double play for LeMahieu. The 3rd of the day for the Yankees offense, something they did a few times in yesterday's game as well. The first pitch to Judge is a curveball, it appears. 0-1 the count now to Judge. Judge is 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. He takes that pitch high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count to the Yankees cleanup man. Judge went 1 for 4 yesterday. He's 2 for 2 today. So that pitch swung on and missed. He's having himself a decent series. 3 for 6 at this point. Batting .500 in the series. The 1-2 to Judge is fouled right into the catcher Herman, and the count will stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And McKay a strike away from getting out of the inning. The pitch on its way. And they're going to get him on the strikeout looking for Judge. That will retire the side. The first strikeout of the day for McKay. He had allowed a leadoff single to Estrada, but it was erased by a double play. And batting first for the Rays. In the bottom of the 6th inning, the slugger, the second baseman, Brandon Lau. He's 0 for 2 in this one. That first pitch taken outside for a ball. Yankees have a couple of men warming up in their bullpen. The lefty Britton, the righty Heller. Looking to potentially play some matchups. Britton part of that A bullpen that came in yesterday. Montgomery with 78 pitches through 5. Maybe they'll let him get through another one. He's going to have to face the top of this Rays lineup. The 2, 3, 4 hitters scheduled to come up in this inning. Brandon Lau, Daniel Robertson, Hunter Renfroe. The 2-0 to Lau. Taken high for a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. Lau working himself a good count. Montgomery once again struggling with his control. He's walked 3 batters so far in this one. The 3-0 to Lau. Taken for a strike. Right down the middle. 3 balls, 1 strike the count. The 3-1 to Lau. Swung on and missed after going up 3-0. Lau takes a couple strikes, including a swing and a miss. Leading up to this payoff pitch. Swung on and missed on a pitch well inside. Lau could not lay off, and there's 1 gone in the bottom of the 6th. 8th strikeout of the day for Montgomery. The first pitch to Robertson is taken for a strike. Robertson batting with the bases empty and 1 gone. He's 0 for 2 in this one. Grounded out to short in his last at bat. 85th pitch upcoming for Montgomery. The 0-1 to Robertson taken high for a ball. Yankees bullpen steering with Britton and Heller likely to come up next. Looks like they may give the starter Montgomery the rest of the inning. 5 1/3 to 1-run ball. Still only 1 hit allowed for Montgomery, so hard to really take him out at this point. That pitch low and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike the count now to Robertson. Rays would love to get something going as they're at the top of their lineup. That pitch taken outside. 3 balls, 1 strike the count now with the cleanup man Renfroe on deck. Good at bat so far for Robertson. The 3-1 on the way. Swung on and fouled away. The count will go full now. Another full count. 2nd of the inning for Montgomery. The payoff pitch on the way. Fouled away down the right field line for Daniel Robertson. The count will remain full. Robertson looking for his first hit of the day. Got his first hit of the season yesterday. Starting his 2nd game of the year. The 3-2 to Robertson. Taken inside for a strike. And that's 2 gone and 2 strikeouts for Montgomery. His 9th strikeout of the game. Hunter Renfroe coming up now with the bases empty, 2 gone. Looks like they're going to keep Montgomery in. 90 pitches so far. So if he gets out of this one, that will most likely be it for him. The first pitch to Renfroe, taken inside for a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. A lot of balls in the last couple innings for Montgomery. Of course, he's walked 3 batters. He's gotten into a lot of three-ball counts. The 0-1 to Renfroe. Swung on and put into play. The left fielder Stanton is there easily to retire the side. 3 up and 3 down with 2 strikeouts for Montgomery. That'll probably be it for him, though. as we're through 6. Leading things off for the Yankees in the top of the 7th inning to face the pitcher McKay is the designated hitter Gleyber Torres. He's 1 for 2 in this one with a single, grounded into a double play in his first at-bat. First pitch from the lefty McKay on its way. Taken outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. The count now to Torres. The 1-0 pitch. Taken for a strike. Count even out, 1 ball and a strike. McKay sets, throws. Fouled away. Down the first base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count now to Torres. 1 hit, 1 strikeout for McKay so far. He's coming out for the 2nd inning as we talked about. As Torres pops that one up, and it's going to be a deep fly ball. Renfroe chases, and he makes the catch along the wall. No, it's a home run for Torres. Looked like Renfroe might have had that one as he put the glove up, but that one just barely goes into the seats. The Yankees take a 1-run lead on another home run late in the game by Gleyber Torres. 2-1 lead for the Yankees now at the top of the 7th. Looking at a replay on this one, it looks like a very high fly ball, but it comes down crashing. Renfroe there, but it just goes barely over the fence along that barrier. It will be a home run. First of the game for the Yankees. Batting next with the bases empty, Giancarlo Stanton, who's 0 for 2 in this one with a pair of strikeouts. McKay giving up his 2nd hit, first earned run, as the Yankees take the lead. First lead of the day for the Yankees, as they will no doubt have their A bullpen warming up once again. The 2-0 to Stanton is low for a ball. Bad situation for the Rays. 3-0 count to Stanton. Voit up next. No out here. The 3-0 to Stanton. Swung on and put into play. That's going to be a base hit as it gets into the gap between Robertson and Adames. And it's a no-out single after the leadoff home run. The Yankees get another base runner as Stanton singles his first hit of the day. Luke Voit will bat next. 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. The first pitch to him is low for a ball. Of course, McKay, a decent pitcher in his own right, but we question potentially the move to bring in a lefty to face all these right-hand power bats of the Yankees. Of course, gives up that home run to Gleyber Torres. Torres now with home runs in back-to-back games against the Rays. His homer yesterday gave the Yankees the lead for good. If the Rays don't get the bats going in a hurry, it could be another day for the Torres. As Luke Voit charges that one towards center field wall, chased by Margot, and that one is going to get out. A 2-run homer, 2nd of the inning, 1st of the season for Voit. And the Yankees, with a 3-run 7th, now have a 4-1 lead. 3 earned runs in this inning for Brendan McKay. As Stanton comes around to score from first, Voit sitting on a pitch low in the zone, sends that one into the batter's eye in center field. Margot chasing, but that one just over the fence. And Colin Poche, another left-handed pitcher, will come in to relieve McKay. Poche pitching in 2 games this season with a 5.40 ERA. 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. And he'll face Aaron Hicks. It will be the bottom of the lineup, the 8, 9, and 1 hitter scheduled to come up. Again, still no out for the Yankees in the top of the 7th. As that first pitch is flied up to the center fielder and will get down to for a base hit. Look like Manny Margot is going to be able to get over there in that pop fly. Does get down in shallow center for a base hit. The Yankees now have another base runner with no outs. Colin Poche giving up a hit. Second hit of the day for Hicks. He's 2 for 3. And Kyle Higashioka The catcher will come up to the plate with 1 on, no outs. That first pitch is low for a ball. Yankees now take a 4-1 lead after a couple of home runs. Now the A bullpen for the Rays, and it definitely showed there. Brendan McKay giving up a couple of home runs. Colin Poche now allowing the first man he faced to reach base on a single. Potentially not his fault, as it really was really a definition of a bloop single. A pop fly that looked like it was going to be able to be caught, but in shallow center it gets down just between the infielders and the center fielder Margot. 2 balls, no strikes, the count to the catcher Higashioka now. As a throw to first, just to get Aaron Hicks back to the bag at first. Probably not a threat to steal at this point in his career. Average speed, most probably for a center fielder, you could say. The 2-0 to the catcher now. Just low for ball, 3 balls, no strikes. As Colin Poche looks like he might be getting himself into a little bit of a jam. He's allowed a hit so far. Still no gone in the 7th. Yankees pick up 3 runs in this one as they take a 4-1 lead. Only 1 hit of the day for the Rays as the catcher Higashioka will walk. Runners on first and second with no outs. And the Rays have a fire to put out here in the 7th. The leadoff man, Urshela, will bat next. He's 0 for 3 in this one. Grounded into a double play in his last at-bat. Would love to see a similar result here. Raymond, of course, trying to jeer the batter Urshela. The Rays bats will face a tall order coming up as that first pitch is in there for a strike. 4 double plays grounded into by the Yankees this game. 0-1 the count to Urshela, as that one is going to be just foul along the right field line. No balls, 2 strikes, the count to Urshela now. Of course, Urshela 0 for 3 in the leadoff spot today. The 0-2 to Urshela. Taken outside for a ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Choi Adames Margot, the batter, scheduled to come up for the Rays as they're in the middle part of their order. The 1-2 to Urshela. Swung on and fouled away. The Rays got to get out of this one first. They still have no outs after they allow 3 runs. It would be a solo home run for Torres, a 2-run shot for Voit, as that ball is grounded to the pitcher. Throw to Adames is good, and the throw to first is in time. A double play, 2 gone now for the Yankees. They got a man in third base, though. Urshela grounding into his 2nd straight double play. Goes 4-6 to 3. And Tyro Estrada will come up with a man on third, 2 gone. He's 1 for 2 with a walk, a strikeout, and a single. 4th at-bat of the day for him. First pitch is in there for a strike. Poche looking to put out the flames here. A 3-run inning for New York. That first pitch is just fouled down the right field line, just right of the first base bag. And Colin Poche is 1 strike away from getting the Rays out of this one. The 0-2 to Estrada, swung on and missed. And a strikeout by Poche will finish the Yankees off in the 7th. They take a 4-1 lead on a 3-run inning, though. 10 hits for New York. Ben Heller, the first man out of the pen for New York. He's appeared in a game this season, an 18 ERA and a .500 average allowed to hitters. G-Man Choi is the first batter he will face. Yankees have Tommy Kahnle and Chad Green warming up in the bullpen. After that 2-run homer insurance run by Voit, the Yankees may be trying to steer clear of the A bullpen. I would probably assume we'll see Chapman in the 9th if this result holds, though. First pitch to Choi is taken outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. The count to Choi. Rays obviously don't need it all back here. They have 3 innings to get 3 runs, of course, with only 1 hit against Montgomery, as he will finish the day. 1 hit allowed, 9 strikeouts, 3 walks, and of course that one hit taken over the fence by Renfroe. But that's it, as Ji-Man Choi takes that one for a strike, as Kevin Cash looking on from the dugout. A bit of a slide going on. The Rays win an opening day, lose their next 3, and they're in jeopardy of losing a 4th straight, as that pitch is grounded right to the first baseman. Voit flips it over to the pitcher, Heller, to record the first out of the inning. Ji-Man Choi out on the grounder to first. 1 gone now. Willie Adames, the shortstop, will bat next. 1 gone, the base is empty. Strikeout and a walk for him this game. Of course, 0 for 1. Worked a walk against Montgomery in his last at-bat. One out the count now to the shortstop Adames. Manny Margot scheduled to come up next. That pitch not chased by Adames. He's going to take that for another ball. Adames having quite a game defensively at shortstop. He's reached base. Would love to see him reach base another time. The 2-0 pitch to Adames. Swung on and driven. It's going to go foul, though, right into that Rays bullpen. I see a couple men warming up. It looks like that'll be it for Poche. No runs allowed for him, but a couple base runners. The 2-1 to Adames. Taken high for a ball. 3 balls and a strike. The count to Adames. Rays needing a few runs as they trail 4-1. It was 1-1 going into this inning. Brendan McKay gives up a few runs, and that pitch driven by Adames. That one is gonna go, will it? It's gone! Adames cuts the Yankees' lead to just 2 on a solo home run. Adames' first homer of the year. Worked himself a good at-bat against the reliever Keller. Sends that one just barely over the fence, similar to that home run that we saw with Torres. And that'll get the Rays on the board in the 7th inning. Manuel Margot will bat next, still looking for his first hit of the season. He's 0 for 2, batting with the bases empty and 1 gone. Takes that pitch inside. Not a guy that's known as a power hitter. 12 homers last year, 37 RBIs. But of course, if you can get on base, you got the slugger Jose Martinez coming up next. The catcher Chris Harmon. That if you absolutely wanted to, of course, a few guys on the bench, you could pitch hit for Harmon with Michael Perez on the bench. Of course, you got guys like Joey Wendell, Yandy Diaz, Kevin Kiermaier on the bench if you wanted to pinch hit. That would, of course, all depend on if Margot can get on. Also depends on what Jose Martinez can do, of course, as Margot strikes out there. The swing and miss against Heller, and that will put out Margot for the 3rd time this game. The DH Jose Martinez will come up, another guy looking for his first hit of the 2020 season. He's 0 for 2 today with a couple of groundouts. The Yankees have Chapman warming up in the bullpen already. Maybe to face the top of the order in the 8th would make sense. A bit of a more high leverage spot with Meadows, Lau, and Robertson compared to Renfroe, Choi, and Adames. Martinez is 0 for 3 on the season. Not having easy going against these New York Yankees, as that first pitch is driven right to Estrada. The long throw to first is in time to put him out. 2 gone for the Rays now. 3 gone. That will be it for them as we head to the top of the 8th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rays, number 29,
Peter Fairbanks, the next man out of the pen for the Rays, appeared in a game this season. It was a scoreless frame. He's allowed a 0 average to right-handed hitters. Of course, that's where most of the Yankees lineup lies. DJ LeMahieu will get things going. For New York on the top of the 8th, of course, Willie Adames cutting that Yankees lead to 2 with a solo home run. Wish it could have been more, but the Rays start creeping back. And their second hit of the game, it's a home run, their second. Peter Fairbanks now. Fairbanks pitched yesterday against the Yankees, actually, as that first pitch is charged by the right fielder Meadows just along the right field foul line. It is caught to retire LeMahieu, though.
99. Aaron Judge.
The right fielder Aaron Judge will bat next. 2 for 3 in this one with a couple of singles, struck out in his last at-bat. He's 2.11 average on the season. Rays have a couple of men in Drake and Castilla warming up in the pen. That first pitch swung on and missed by Judge, so it looks like Fairbanks, you would think, would probably be able to get out of this inning. He's going to have to face Torres next. And then Stanton after that if he allows one of these two to get on base. But getting Judge to swing and miss there on that first pitch. He looks fairly good. The 0-1 to Judge. Able to check a swing there as that pitch is low. A couple of righties warming up in the Rays pen. Rays needing 2 runs to tie things up. Looking to keep the Yankees scoreless in these last couple frames if they can as they try and make a rally. The 9, 1, and 2 hitters scheduled to come up next for the Rays. As we mentioned, potentially a pinch hitting situation for Herman as you have the catcher Perez on the bench that come in to replace Herman. No reason to have Herman bat, at least in my opinion, as that one is charged by Meadows. He's going to catch that one to put out Judge, and there's 2 gone in the 8th. Gleyber Torres will bat next. 2 for 3 on the day, grounded into a double play, a single, and of course a home run in the last inning to give the Yankees the lead. He'll face Fairbanks here, the first righty pitcher of the day for the Rays. Personally would have preferred to see Fairbanks come out of the pen first before McKay, just because of how McKay ended up faring against those right-handed hitters. Bit of a questionable move by Cash here in this one, as they trail 2. And that pitch is well outside Herman, able to get that one. No men on, though, so it's a harmless pitch to the backstop. The 1-1 to Torres. Swung on and driven. It's going to be charged by the left fielder Renfroe. That will retire the side. It's 1-2-3 for the Yankees in the top of the 8th as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Rays needing a couple of runs.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
Tommy Kahnle, next man out of the pen. His first appearance of the season. Appeared in 72 games last year with a 3.67 ERA. 88 strikeouts, 20 walks. With a 3-2 record. Looking to hold down a 2-run lead. Chris Herman, they're going to let him hit here in the bottom of the 8th inning. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Looking for his first hit of the day and the season in his first start for the Rays. Of course, called up yesterday to replace the injured Zunino. That first pitch outside for a ball. Kahnle will most likely take the 8th. They have Aroldis Chapman warming up. As that pitch is grounded in the middle, that's going to be a base hit for Chris Herman, his first of the season. And the Rays get their tying run to the plate in Austin Meadows. It's a leadoff single for the catcher Herman. As things get a little exciting for the Rays in this bottom of the 8th. Austin Meadows, the man that will bat next. 0 for 3 in this one with a pair of strikeouts. The first pitch to Meadows. Inside for a ball. Pressure is on for Kahnle now. No men in scoring position. Yeah, Austin Meadows potentially a threat to steal. Brendan Lau will bat next. No gone, 1 on for Meadows. It's a 1-0 count. That pitch also taken low and inside. Rays crowd getting to their feet on this Tuesday evening. The 2-0 to Meadows. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. 2 balls to strike. The count to Meadows. 1 over the fence would tie things up. As that one is grounded right to the second baseman LeMahieu. The throw to second is good. And the throw to first is in time. It's going to be a double play to erase the leadoff single. There's 2 gone now in the 8th inning after that double play by Austin Meadows. That double play kind of erasing the threat. Brendan Lau will come up with the bases empty and 2 out. First pitch to him is taken just outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Still would like to see Lau put one over the fence. His 4th homer of the season it would be. That pitch swung on and missed. Strike 1. Tommy Kahnle allowing the leadoff single. Gets Austin Meadows to ground into a double play in his next at-bat to erase the single. He has 2 gone now in the 8th. As that pitch is grounded into the gap past Estrada for a base hit, it'll be a 2-out single for Brandon Lau, and the Rays get the tying run back up to the plate. First hit of the day for Brandon Lau. Daniel Robertson, the third baseman, will bat next, who is 0 for 3. A ground out, a fly out, and a strikeout. Struck out in his last at-bat. He's 143 on the season. He represents the tying run. If he can get on base, the cleanup man Hunter Renfroe will come up next. But Daniel Robertson has got to get on base first. Rays trail by 2. Bottom of the 8th inning. Rays with 4 outs left to work with. Against the Yankees, A bullpen once again. The first pitch from Kahnle is high for a ball. No Britton or Ottavino. We've seen Britton warm up. Kahnle here. That pitch inside for a ball. Of course, the Yankees. Such a good bullpen from top to bottom. You got guys like Chad Green. The pitcher Kahnle here. Guys that maybe wouldn't be considered part of the A bullpen, but if they were on another team, they certainly would be. And then, of course, you got the guys like Ottavino, Britton, and, of course, Chapman, who's probably the best closer in the American League. Rays 0 for 3 against Chapman in the bottom of the 9th yesterday as they would lose 6-5. The 3-0 to Robertson takes that one for a strike. 3 balls and a strike. The count to Robertson now. Robertson looking for his first hit of the day. Batting towards the top of this lineup, playing third base in place of Yandy Diaz, who has yet to have a hit this season. Diaz will likely play tomorrow as that pitch is popped up, charged by the right fielder Judge, and he'll be there in time to retire the side. Rays got a couple of hits in this one, but no runs. Head to the top of the 9th next. Oliver Drake, the man that will come in now, has appeared in a couple of games. An inning pitched, 18 ERA. A 0 average allowed to right-handed hitters. Good news for the Rays as he'll face the righty Stanton first. Stanton is 1 for 3, a couple of strikeouts and a base hit, a single in his last at-bat. That first pitch taken just inside. Another right-handed hitter. Fairbanks getting a clean inning in the 8th. Drake looking to hold the Rays down, or hold the Yankees down. The Yankees hold a 4-2 lead. The Rays will have one more chance at it to try and even this series up at a game apiece. Yankees won the game yesterday. Rays looking to avoid a 4-game losing streak. They've lost 3 straight since opening day. The 1-1 to Stanton. Does that one look like it was hit hard, but it's going to be foul. Ball and 2 strikes to count out of Stanton. The 1-2 pitch from Drake is on its way. Fouled away once again. A couple of hard hit balls by Stanton. I'm a little concerned watching this. But 2 straight foul balls against Drake. Count remains 1-2 to Stanton. Swung on and missed. The catcher Herman throws to first to complete the strikeout, and there's 1 gone in the 9th inning. Luke Voit will bat next. Of course, the 2-run homer his last time up. He is 1 for 2 with a walk. First pitch to him from Drake is on its way. Voit takes that curveball for a strike. 0-1 the count to him now. Yankees towards the bottom part of their lineup. Rays looking to keep them scoreless in this 9th inning to give them one last chance. Same pitch from Drake. Different result as Voit swings and misses at that offering. 0-2 the count out to Voit. The pitch from Drake is high for a ball. A ball and 2 strikes is the count now to the first baseman Voit. Voit has been so good against the Rays in this series. 3 of 4 yesterday. Has a walk today and a 2-run homer. Off to a hot start this season. Did miss most of last year. The 1-2 to him is low for a ball blocked by the catcher Herman. Count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch now from Drake. It's going to be fouled away down the first base line. 2 balls, 2 strikes remains the count now to Voit. Drake's just looking to get out of this inning clean. He's got 10 pitches thrown to this point. The 2-2 is a grounder by Voit. It gets past the first baseman Choi against the shift. Picked up by the right fielder Meadows, but it's going to be a 1-out single for Luke Voit. His second hit of the game, the 3rd time he's been on the base path today. 6th time of the series. As the center fielder Aaron Hicks will bat next, with 1 man on and 1 out. First pitch fouled away by the center fielder Hicks. Hicks is 2 for 3 in this one with a pair of singles. 2 for 6 on the season. He was 0 for 3 heading into today. The 0-1 to Hicks is taken just outside. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Yankees hold a 2-run lead. Rays just looking to hold them down and to give themselves one last chance. It will be Renfroe, Choi, and Adama scheduled to come up to the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now to Hicks. I don't really see any opportunities for the Rays to insert a pinch hitter. Don't necessarily see why you would want to with those guys. Renfroe especially. Swing and a miss by Hicks as he is out on strikes. 2 gone now for the Yankees in the top of the 9th. The catcher Higashioka will bat next. He is 1 for 2 in this one. Base hit in his last at-bat. Walked. Grounded out into a double play in his first at-bat of the game. First pitch to him now. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Higashioka starting in place of Gary Sanchez, who's likely just getting an off day here. 0-1 to Higashioka. It's going to be a bloop single. The right fielder Meadows cannot get there in time. Voit will head to second base. Higashioka to first. And there's 2 on and 2 out as we head to the top of the order for New York. It will be Gio Urshela who will bat with 2 men on and 2 gone. Another base hit there for Higashioka, his second of the game. The first pitch to Urshela is going to be driven into the outfield, and it will fall for base hit. Margot not able to get there in time, and the Yankees will add an insurance run as Voit comes around to score on the RBI single by Urshela. Higashioka will head to third base. Earned run there for Oliver Drake as the Yankees extend their lead back out to 3 runs. They're going to leave Oliver Drake to face Thairo Estrada, who is 1 for 3 with a walk and a single, a couple of strikeouts. That first pitch high for a ball. He's batting 143 on the season. Yankees now hold a 5-2 lead. Chapman most likely still scheduled to come in, and he will hold a 3-1 lead. That pitch is high for a ball, 2 balls and no strikes. Disappointing inning for Drake, no doubt. He puts away a couple of Yankee batters. Looked like he was going to be able to get out of it clean. A few base hits later, the Yankees get that home run from Adama's last inning right back. Only 2 hits for the Rays this game. That pitch is high for a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. Oliver Drake is a pitch away here from loading the bases for DJ LeMahieu. 2 gone, though. The 3-0 to Estrada is on its way. Takes that one for a strike. 7 balls, 15 strikes, and 22 pitches for Drake in this inning. No walks yet, but a few hits as he allows a run to come in to score. It was Voit. Voit got things started with a single. The 3-1 to Estrada ticking high for a ball. And that'll load up the bases for New York with 2 gone.
Now batting. Second.
Looks like they're going to allow Drake to face DJ LeMahieu with the bases loaded. 2 gone, though. Any ground ball would hopefully get things done. Diego Castillo will come in to replace Drake. Diego Castillo, appearing in 2 games this season, did record the loss in yesterday's game. He's got a 6.75 ERA. A 0 average allowed to righties, though. Of course, this New York Yankees lineup being heavy right-handed. Good news for the Rays. DJ LeMahieu is 0 for 4 in this one, despite batting .368 on the season. He was batting .467 coming into this one. First pitch to the righty, LeMahieu, taken inside for a ball. Disappointing opening homestand for the Rays. They have a nice win on opening day. Lose the next 2 to Pittsburgh. Lose yesterday to New York. And they are trailing by 3 runs in the 9th today. Of course, getaway game tomorrow against New York. That one is tomorrow afternoon. We head back to the top of the rotation, so Morton will be back on the bump for the second time this homestand. An off day following, and then we're playing the Texas Rangers as that ball is outside 3-0. Rays in last place in the American League East to this point with a 1-3 record. A loss, of course, their 4th straight would not help things out for them. The 3-0 to LeMahieu is in there for a strike right on that outside part of the plate. That ball was probably an inch away from walking in a run as LeMahieu takes that 3-0. Castillo trying to work the corners, I guess, against LeMahieu. A base hit would score 2. 3-1 swung on and missed by LeMahieu. And the count is going to be full. The Rays 1 strike away from getting out of this one. They do allow a run, but of course need to put out the fire to give themselves any kind of chance. The payoff pitch to LeMahieu is going to be strike 3 called. Yankees out a run. They do end up loading the bases with 2 outs. Diego Castillo gets them out of the jam. Rays with one last chance coming next. And of course, no surprise here, Aroldis Chapman comes in. 2 games, 2 saves and 2 opportunities. 0 runs allowed so far. 5 strikeouts to no walks. First man he will face, the cleanup man Hunter Renfroe, getting his first home run of the season in a 2nd inning blast against the starter Jordan Montgomery. An exciting play, no doubt. Looked like that was going to lead off good things for the Rays, but that was their only hit of the game through the first several innings. As Jordan Montgomery shuts down the Rays after that, Yankees head to the bullpen. They allow another run on a solo shot to Adames, but that was it. First pitch swung on and missed by Hunter Renfroe. Aroldis Chapman getting things started off hot with a swing and a miss. 3 outs left, 3 runs needed. Second pitch to Renfroe is on its way. The 0-1. Taken well inside for a ball. Aroldis Chapman may be pitching a little inside to the slugger Renfroe there. Count even at a ball and a strike. The pitch is taken just inside. Looked like Renfroe was going to potentially wear that one. Did end up turning around from it. 2 balls and a strike to count to Renfroe. The pitch is just outside. 3 balls and a strike to count to Renfroe. Ji-Man Choi is on deck. Rays with the middle part of their lineup needing 3 runs. The 3-1 to Renfroe. He checks his swing there. A leadoff walk for Aroldis Chapman, his first walk allowed of the season. Renfroe takes his base at first. And the Rays get the lead. The Rays get the tying run, I should say, on deck, as Ji-Man Choi will come to the plate. After that leadoff walk by Renfroe, Ji-Man Choi is 0 for 3 in this one. A strikeout, a flyout, and a groundout in his last at-bat. Looking to get his first hit on a lefty-on-lefty matchup against Chapman. Probably a tall ask. As that pitch is popped up, it is going to go back to the track. And that ball is caught by Giancarlo Stanton. Renfroe will have to retreat to first. That play looked awfully exciting as Ji-Man Choi takes Stanton out to the track. But it is going to be a fly out to left. So that's going to be one gone for the Rays in the bottom of this 9th inning. Bringing up Willie Adames, who did homer in his last at-bat. That one, I believe, against Tommy Kahnle. He's facing the lefty Chapman now. Adames is 1 for 2 with a walk. The first pitch to him, taken high for a strike. Of course, a home run by Choi would have made things very interesting, cutting the Yankees' lead to 1 with no outs. Choi takes Stanton out to the track to retire the first out of the inning. Willie Adames fouls that one away. He's got himself in an 0-2 count against Chapman. Not great news if you're the shortstop, Adames. Looking to protect here on 0-2. And man on first, the pitch. Swung on and missed. And Aroldis Chapman has the Rays down to their final out. And batting next, the center fielder, Manuel Margot. Margot is 0 for 3 in this game, looking for his first hit of the season and his first hit as a Ray. He will face the lefty Chapman. The 0-0 to him is low for a ball. A ball and no strikes. As we head to the bottom of the lineup, this is where the potential for pinch hit situations could lie. Got Yandy Diaz, Joey Wendell, Kevin Kiermaier on the bench. They're going to let Manuel Margot hit as that pitch is fouled away. A ball and a strike. Rays down to their final out. The tying run is on deck in Jose Martinez. If Margot can find a way to get on base, Renfroe getting things let off with a leadoff walk. Margot is going to take that one low for a ball. 2 balls and a strike, the count. To the center fielder, Margot. Margot has had an iffy game defensively, I would say, as well, letting a couple base hits drop right in front of him. Takes that one outside. 3 balls and a strike. Jose Martinez, the designated hitter, is on deck. Martinez also hitless in this one. Chapman issuing his first walk of the year on that leadoff walk by Renfroe. The 3-1 to Margot is taken high for a strike. And Chapman has the Rays down to their final strike. A full count to Margot. The payoff pitch from Chapman on the way. That one fouled away by Margot. We'll do it again. Tense situation for the Rays. A walk or a hit would bring the tying run to the plate against the closer Chapman. A second payoff pitch is low for a ball. And the Rays get the tying run to the plate. The designated hitter, Jose Martinez, will face Chapman next. And an interesting story here. Martinez pinch hitting for his first at-bat of the Rays, for the Rays this season, struck out against Chapman in the 9th inning. We've seen this before. Martinez versus Chapman part 2. He will be the winner. He is representing the tying run. That pitch is outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Martinez 0 for 3 in this game. Couple of walks issued by Chapman. The 1-0 to Martinez. Swung on and missed on a fastball right down the middle. Martinez could not get a hold of that one. Rays down to their final out. They got a couple walks here. They got a man in scoring position. Jose Martinez and a 1-1 count. The pitch fouled away. And once again, Chapman has the Rays down to their final strike. He allows the tying run to come to the plate, but he's got the Rays 1 strike away. The 1-2 to Martinez from Chapman. Swung on and missed. Chapman strikes out Martinez to end the threat for the Rays. It will be a 5-2 victory for New York, as the Rays make things interesting in the bottom of the 9th. Looks like Jordan Montgomery potentially be the winning pitcher. He will be. Brendan McKay is the loser. Aroldis Chapman picking up the 2nd straight save against the Rays. And the Yankees take this series 2-0. The getaway game and the last of the Rays opening homestand will be tomorrow.